ready for meditation. And I hope you've all had a very good week. I think now we've done this meditation for quite a few weeks and I'm getting a lot from it. And I hope you're getting a lot from it. And I think the more I do it and the more I make it a part of my everyday week, the better outlook I have on everything. I never know what Joe is going to suggest that we do, which I kind of love. We're just going to see where the mood takes us. So Joe, darling, are you there? So what are we going to do tonight, Joe?
A few weeks back, we asked people what they would like, and a couple of people came up with unresolved grief. That's a very tender, sensitive subject, and many people aren't going through grief. And also grief is very personal as a fingerprint. And therefore, I've slightly switched it to honoring loved ones who have passed. And again, if you don't have someone who comes to mind or people who come to mind, it is about honoring our ancestors. It's honoring our lineage. It's a very shamanic fire ceremony where we just take a moment from our everyday lives to bring to mind people who have mattered an awful lot to us, to say thank you. That's how we're going to do the fire ceremony today. So rather than focusing on grief, it's more about focusing on loved ones who have passed, the ones that we loved, because I think otherwise we're going to get into a very sensitive, personal sort of sea of emotion.
Yeah.
And I think if we honor, in the shamanic process, it's honoring our ancestors. And it is that sense of bringing about, remembering you're part of a lineage, remembering our loved ones, just like the stars in the sky, they're always with us, even when we can't see them. Mm-hmm. The beautiful thing about your community, this community, our community, is that we can meet by the fire and support each other and hold each other. So you're not alone in this ceremony tonight. It is that sense. This is what our ancestors have done throughout time. Mm-hmm. 30,000 years ago, this is where people met. They met around the fire. This is where we told our stories.
Interesting, giving ourselves permission to be in that moment and seeing it, a release is always a very good thing.
Absolutely.
However emotive it might feel at the time and however drained it might make you, you'll sleep tonight and you'll wake up and it will have shifted something.
Absolutely. And this is the thing about a deep emotion like grief or honoring a loved one. It's best done in ritual. It's best done at a fire ceremony because we can't intellectualize pain and what one person feels compared to another. So this is why tonight you're going to get the opportunity to thank someone who you love dearly, someone who has passed and you love dearly, and also feel that sense of connection with them and bring them back, to just in the moment. And then we're going to embody the quality that you loved and admired most about that person.
That's such a nice thing, Joe.
And that actually allows them to come forward with you. So it's that making a promise that one thing that you really loved and admired about them, that you're going to, take on and be for others.
Okay, fantastic. For this, do you want us sitting comfortably or lying down or?
Your choice. I think the most important thing is to be comfortable and to know that we're all together and that we're all going to go to the fire together.
I'm going to go and sit in my chaise longue. Everyone go and find your comfort. And I'd mention it might be nice if you take a sip of water in case you're thirsty. Go and have a quick pee, anything that you might
Thank you.
Settle you. Yes, and I'm ready when you are, Joe.
Everyone, make yourself comfortable. Soften your gaze. Just allow yourself to be in your body. Let your eyes shut. And just use your breath to allow yourself to withdraw from your everyday world, your everyday things. And each cycle of breath, let it just transport you more into your internal state. This is a moment for you. This is a moment for you to just be in touch with that deeper you that goes beyond the everyday noise, chaos, and to-do list. Nice deep breaths. Breathe in for the count of 4 and out for the count of 8. You might want to sigh. Just acknowledge that this is your time. Settle your shoulders. Settle your back. And in this moment, just make a little intention. An intention to give yourself these 10 minutes. And let yourself know that you're safe and not to be afraid of emotions if they come up. Just allow yourself to be. Nice deep breaths. In for 4, out for 8. And now let your imagination transport you to a beautiful campfire. Use all your senses to be at this campfire now. See it in your mind's eye, the flames, the colors, the reds, the oranges, the wood in the fire. See beautiful old trees on your left and your right, old trees that have been through lifetimes. They have witnessed generations. And tonight they hold us. Listen to the sound of the fire, the crackling, the burning. Smell the fire as the wood burns. And just feel your body being held by Mother Nature, being held by the earth. And just allow yourself to look deeper and deeper into the flames. Really have a sense of this being you and the fire. We are all there to hold each other, but at the moment, this is your connection, you and the fire. And I bring to mind someone that you love who has passed. It might be one person, it might be many. And hold that person in your thoughts for the moment. Remember your love for them. Let it wash through every cell of your being. And then by your side, you'll see a small flask of fragrant oil. Pick up this small flask of fragrant oil in your palms of your hands. This might be the same smell that they had, same perfume they had, or it might just be a beautiful smell from nature that you love. And into this oil, blow gratitude. Blow the gratitude that you have that they came into your life, that they were part of your life, that they had influence on your life. Let that gratitude and thanks wash through all of your body. And then when you're ready, give the oil to the fire. As you watch the flames rise higher, the heat gets stronger. Let the whole glow of the fire warm your face, warm your body, warm your soul. And as you imagine this person, remember this person, perhaps they are now beside you. Just as the glow of the fire warms your soul and your heart, allow their love for you to warm your heart too. They may have something to say to you, or they may just want to show you how much they love you, give you the strength and courage. Take a moment, you, your loved ones, and the fire. Tell them anything you feel you need to say. And allow them to tell you anything they want to say. Maybe you see them, maybe you sense them, feel them. Let them come to you, however is best for you. Feel the glow of the fire, the warmth. Feel the glow of their love, the warmth. And now acknowledge the quality in them that you love so much. That quality that you admire. The first thing that comes to your mind, the first thing when you think of them, you remember. And with them there, make a promise. A promise that you will embody that same quality. You will take it forward. You will share it with those around you. And to cement the promise, pick a stick up from beside you. Any stick. And blow that promise into the stick. And feel that quality that you are promising to embody wash through every cell of your being. Let this quality be one of the threads that connects you. And when you're ready, give that stick to the fire so it can go out to the universe. A promise that you've made amongst this community with your loved one, a promise you have made to the whole universe, to the sun, the moon, and the stars in the sky. And take a moment and just sit by the fire. Look into the fire, sense the fire. Perhaps the fire has also got a message for you. This is your time. This is you acknowledging what you need. This is you allowing those that have loved you to give you support and everything that you need. This is you promising the universe, promising your loved one in front of this community that you will embody their qualities that you love and admire so much. And take a moment to notice how it feels. How this connection feels. Never lost, never broken. And then when you're ready, bring your focus back to your breath. Breathing into the count of 4, exhaling to the count of 4. Ready to leave the fire, knowing that you can come back here whenever you wish. We will always be there to support you, because we are always there to support each other. Allow yourself to come back into your body, to come back into the room or wherever you're lying or sitting. Bring the fire with you. Bring your loved ones with you. Again, take a few deep breaths. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes.
It's interesting who you bring up, isn't it? Who you bring up in this. You know, we've all had somebody, whatever, you know, if we had somebody who's died recently or not, what comes up. But it was really beautiful, that. Really beautiful.
It's not always the person that you expect to bring up.
Janet, that was the most powerful and emotional one yet and made me cry. Thank you so much. 5 loved ones were with me. I was crying and feeling a lot of love, and I think that's where that release, and it's so important we can have those releases, Jo.
So important. And crying is a release, it's healing.
And sometimes I think we can have people who went away a long time ago, and you know that sometimes you just want to remember the purest things about them. Distance helps you do that when you're very close to the time in which somebody died. You know, it's like the dust hasn't settled on you seeing them in a 360.
I think embodying someone's quality that you've really loved and admired is a wonderful thread of connection. And it does mean that they stay with you. You know, sometimes, you know, we can do something and there's this sort of pressure that I have to bring someone up or someone has to turn up, and that can affect us. In which case, the right thing was to be there with the fire and herself. That was the right thing, not to be interrupted by anyone else.
Yeah.
I think it's very important that we have these, you know, moments in our today's world to just have that chance to reconnect.
Yeah.
And I think the fire ceremonies are very, very powerful for that, because it doesn't matter what comes up. It's just a moment for you to do something away from this everyday life that we all live.
Yeah. That was really, I think, one of the most magical ones. Every time, Jo, you do something fantastic. And I think the people who tune in, something is telling them to tune into that one for a reason. You know, I do feel that very strongly, that there's powers that be wherever, whatever you feel that might be in your life. But thank you so much, Jo.
My pleasure. It was my honor to be guiding this one. So thank you.
All right.
All right.
Lovely. Okay, darling.
Bye.
God, that was so moving, powerful. So I want to wish all of you a lovely evening, and for every time of day around the world that it is, because a lovely morning, a lovely day, a lovely night. And we'll catch up again soon.